PC6 to 416 district. Multicultural pouring.
Classic. R.I.P.
Gucci, let me ask you something. You knew that song?
Huh?
Nah, it just sounds.
Cool, I thought I was the only one. Cool. I just want to make sure over here. One's losing their mind. This one's down here talking about classic. This one's over here vibing. I was like, all
Yo,
right.
it's a classic track. It's a big track, yo.
See? So we are...
When I seen that on the list, I was like, what? Sorry, Friday.
So we are Buck. It's the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host with the most toast, Friday Ricky Dred, aka Media Rick, aka More Fire, and somewhere on the screen to me, or he just
I stepped out for a second. Sorry, I had to go get a lighter. My bad. I apologize. But it's me, PK Herc, where I'm from, Parkdale. Don't know.
Hey.
Yeah, catch me. What are we? 177?
177.
Damn, son. Shit's getting hectic out here in these mean streets. These internet streets. Oh, that's better. A little light back here. Oh, that's too much light. Is that too much light?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. But it's like in my eyes now. It's like right in my face.
Nigga looks like he's at a campfire.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, that. So, yeah. 177. Do it big. We love hip hop.
Scene. Savy, what you saying?
Not much. I'm just here. How are you guys? We had a good week.
You know, holding it down.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hella hot.
Nasty hot.
It's hot, like melt hot type of thing.
Nasty hot.
But it's okay, because they said that the vid can't get you in the heat, so let it be hot.
It cook off, man. It cook off.
Fam, you didn't hear it? Vid done, fam. Vid done.
Canceled.
You got canceled.
Vid done.
Watch the views uncut. You'll see it's canceled. Been canceled.
You know what I'm saying? The people decided, don't worry about racism. Racism killed the vid, bro.
Oh yeah.
Protest, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Savy, you have any shout outs before we get this going?
Of course, Healing House of Herbs. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I said it wrong.
House of Healing and Herbs.
That's right. Thanks, Guttz, for the correction. Appreciate it.
It's not from House of Healings and Herbs, but it's medicated brownie.
Right? So yeah, shout out House of Healing and Herbs.
Hey.
Shout out everybody who's actually back at like work, because I know that fake phase 2 kind of started, just not for like the GTA type of thing. So I know a lot of people are getting back into their grind and stuff, but just be safe, continue to, wash your hands and use hand sanitizer. Like, don't let this like deter you from what you need to do to make sure that you're safe, because with everybody outside, it doesn't mean that you can't still contract this.
Yeah, stay diligent.
One more shout out the team. Shout out the team. Shout out you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the opportunity, of course, to be a part of this. And I hope we keep grinding.
Grinding.
Thank you, Savy.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Welcome.
Big up
You're
yourself.
welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. Guttz.
Yo, what's good?
What you saying?
Nothing, just over here burning up in this dirty weather. Like always, shout out the team, Gucci in the place, Empress, 6 Views, Rahil, just everybody, Friday, Herc, anybody that supports us, that watches us, good or bad, shout you out. And obviously, the Luna Soleil interview just dropped. Make sure you run up them views, run up them comments. Sorry.
Uncut.
Thank you.
Become a member as well. And I can't. Oh, yo, if you're taking less than 2 showers during this weather, you're the reason why vid happened.
Wow.
Just a quick thing. I just got one more shout out, quick plug. Essential Talk on YouTube, guys. Watch it.
Yeah. Shout out Gutsy Guts.
Thank you.
Shout out your do-rag.
Oh yeah,
shout out your
Yo, the do-rag is fire. I need one of those.
I got Riley and the gang.
Yo, they come in blue?
I don't know, but I can find out.
Fam,
for
pick
you.
a different color. It's okay to wear different colors sometimes, eh?
You don't see me wearing a
Me?
red hat
All right.
Everything can be blue.
You don't see some man
But
wearing a
every
red
time
hat
you make
today?
a request, it have to be blue.
Yo, I'm a favorite color, man.
I'm just playing her.
Please.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I know, but you don't see man wear a big bad red hat
Yes,
today.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm growing up.
Last
Last,
but not least,
Yeah,
though,
Make
really
Park Dale
quick.
great again.
Yeah.
Yo, the city again. I don't know about police brutality over there in the States, but we got to do better.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Know what you
hey,
mean,
I've
guys.
suffered police brutality in Toronto.
But we're just saying, forget the police brutality for one sec. As a people, we need to do better.
We got to do better.
Oh,
we got to do
For
better.
sure.
That's what he
100%.
means. But yeah.
One
Facts.
hundo. As a young generation say, hundo P.
Hundo P. That's a
I don't
Fendi.
know about that one.
I don't know what that means.
Hundo P.
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard that one.
Maybe that's too
Gucci.
old. It became past. It didn't catch steam.
Probably.
Yeah.
Gucci,
Yo,
Gucci,
yo,
what you
yeah.
saying?
I'll be here, man, chilling, you know. But yo, shout out to the man that we love hip hop, you know, family, you already know. Shout out to the people watching us, you know, the supporters. And for the people that's taking me into Gucci Lifestyle Coven, there's a new project I'm working on right now. So for the people that want to see the next video, that's Coven. And yeah, like, just take it easy, man. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Shout out to Clear Star Studios.
Clear Star Studios.
Yes. Good
Yeah.
job. Make sure you plug that. Good job.
So yeah, man, we're bubbling, yo. I want to give a quick shout
Friday,
out to
how
the
are
Central
you?
Work.
Yeah,
I'm
B.
mossing, yo. I'm you know, keeping it clean.
Fresh as.
Oh, you got a haircut. Look at that.
Shout out to the
AKA
Barber
Fresh
T.
Rick.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Holding me
Barber.
down. You know what I'm saying? He cleaned me up once again. Pause. And
can't.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm
Why
just
do you gotta
mossing,
say
yo.
pause when you say clean me up? Why do you gotta say pause?
It sounds
That
kind of
could sound
pause worthy.
gayish.
Clean me up.
Wipe me down, clean me up, all that type of things kind of
Wipe
pause worthy.
me down, clean me up.
Yeah, see the wipe me down
Sounds
part.
like a
maybe.
pause.
That needs a pause.
Yeah.
You
Sounds
know
like
what I'm
a
saying?
pause.
That definitely needed a pause.
Pause. But yo, I want to
Go
give
on,
a quick
Friday.
shout out to the essential workers out there, all the people out there who, you know, like Sav was saying, the people who are back at work too. You know what I'm saying? Because they are doing a slow reopening. You know what I'm saying? We're still in phase 1 over here in the T dot, but we're slowly getting there.
Whoa,
Shout out to all the people.
T-dot.
I know I brought it back.
You way back. I said what?
The T dot O dot. Shout out to all the people on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify listeners out there. Yo, last week's episode on SoundCloud, massive amount of listens. So big up to the people out there. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Showing the love. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Big up themselves.
Make sure to subscribe. Hit up that subscribe button as well as the notification bell next to it. Make sure to smash that like button. You know, comment gang strong.
I really hate when you say that.
I
Smash
don't like
that
it
like
either.
button. Like
I don't like it either.
I don't like it. I'm so sorry.
I don't know where
YouTuber
you
shit,
picked
yo.
that up from,
Because they say it. That's what people.
say
That's
it
what they
everywhere.
say on
I
YouTube
know.
all the time.
but I'm saying he heard it from somewhere and he just ran with it.
Because it's
yeah,
like
I'm gonna,
almost like
I'm gonna add
it's-
that to my lexicon of things I say online. Smash
It's
that
like-
like button, subscribe, whatever.
it's like the
comment
generic.
button.
You're right. It's like the generic though for any YouTuber. Like any YouTuber
Right?
basically says that.
That's the lexicon.
Can
But
I
it's more of a-
pause for a sec?
Yeah.
Go Gucci. I've
It's more of a white thing, you know. It's like, yo, dude, smash that.
smash that like button.
I'll do it in a heartbeat.
But straight up, you have to remind the people though. Like,
No, it's true.
Woo! I like that
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
That was a good one, Gucci. That was a good one.
That was amazing.
That was
I'm getting
amazing.
comfortable with the cab.
I like that.
You're getting in your pocket
No, it's
now,
facts, though.
okay.
It's
But yo,
different
same
when,
way, you have
Sorry.
to remind the people though, because like people will watch the video and then keep it moving and be like, all right, thanks for the content, and be like,
Yeah, I
nigga, like, you're
understand.
not gonna
It's just
sub.
what you're saying. It's this. Smash the subscribe button. You know, like something else, brother. Come on.
Well,
Gucci, can I
make
ask
sure
you a
to-
question quickly? Like Gucci, I have a question for Gucci. How do you feel being in front of the camera versus being behind the camera?
See, the thing is, I'm more like a low-key person. But it's hard for me to be low-key because how I am, right? So it's like, fuck. So I feel comfortable behind the camera because people are not watching me and they can't judge me and shit. But, I mean, like, I'm slowly getting comfortable. And trust me, when I do get comfortable, I would love to be like in front of the camera, to be honest.
Cool. That's a good answer. I appreciate that. Thank you.
But I gotta be comfortable. I'm not comfortable yet. Like you guys are getting me into it. Like
that's okay. Don't worry, Gucci. I'm ready to be back behind the camera. So these 6 views uncut interviews are great for me.
You have to crawl before you walk, you know?
Facts. Yo, what else? Because there's a few things on the list I see here. What y'all want to start with?
What do you want to start with?
I didn't really add anything to it. Because you guys had a lot of things, yo. You guys went in. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Well, there's the Chief Saunders leaving. There's the blackface guy who walked in the protest. There's Akon canceled. 2 people shot at Houdini's visuals. Renaming Dundas Street. Cops canceled.
Let's talk about Saunders. Let's talk about Saunders because I think that's pretty sticky still. If you ask
coincidence.
Me.
You think it's coincidence, or you think it's because he took the knee?
The man kneed, and then like a couple of days later, he kneeled. Sorry.
Yes, he took the knee.
He kneeled, and then all of a sudden he's walking away. Like he's stepping down, whatever it is. Come on, fam.
Or let me play devil's advocate real quick. Maybe he knew he was going to be retiring in a couple of days, and that's why he took the knee.
Well, his numbers don't look good, fam. His numbers have Chief under us.
Yeah, well, like,
it doesn't look good at all.
Set him up for the okie doke, bro. They set him up for the okie doke.
They used him like Obama, B.
That's it. That's exactly it. When
so why do y'all think that?
When Doug Ford's brethren couldn't become police chief or police commissioner, the OPP and all of that shit, that was a big scandal there, right? Don't forget, there's all this nepotism and shit going on. Let's see who they name as chief next. Then we can see if there's a conspiracy or anything going on, any behind door movements. Or it's just maybe it's his time. Maybe the man said, you know what? I had enough of this bullshit and I'm out the door. I got my time. We've all seen The Wire. They can shit can me. I got my 30 and I'm out the door.
You
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Guttz. Same type of idea. The man can be saying, yo, I have my time, you know. That's when, if he's a Jamaican, but I think he's an Englishman. So you know the proper English starts to come out and you hear some type of ignorant slang that you don't even know is a slang word until the Englishman says it. When the Englishman drops a slang, oh boy, you get some real education on some slang, boy.
Yeah. Well, why do y'all say, because a lot of us, we're kind of already in the know because we live here in Toronto, but in the news, they say that during his tenure as chief, that the murder rate went up. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I feel like you guys are not adding context to what the audience might not know.
Sorry, yes. Well, that's what I was going to, as he was our chief of police, the murder rate's gone up. It's not even just the murder rate's gone up. It's like little kids are getting shot at. You know what I'm saying? It just looks bad for him. But my whole thing is Tory's got to go too, though.
Sure, because a lot of this
has all been under him.
John right there and in bed already, you know. Michael Thompson, you have shot about right now, you know, at a nightmare. At that, you have to look fun. Just know yourself, eh?
What are you talking about?
John Tory's in his bed right now. So from 6 a.m. to 6 at night, John Tory is what they call he's the mayor of the city. But from 6 p.m. overnight, Michael Thompson is called the night mayor. He's the nighttime mayor. So that's the guy you're supposed to call. It was in the Toronto Star or Sun a couple months back. Maybe like 6 months back now. But
so he's not our mayor overnight?
Yeah, he's the nighttime mayor. So if shit pops off at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, they're not calling John Tory. They're calling that guy. It was in the newspaper. I even posted it on my...
Who the hell cares? Sorry, Herc. Who cares about that guy?
I'm just saying they gave the man position. That's all I'm saying. Pause.
That's
they gave the man a
crazy.
position.
So we got that's a good pause. So we have 2 mayors in Toronto.
We have the de facto John Tory, and then we have the night mayor in quotations, air brackets, whatever you want to call him. Michael Thompson is his name.
Okay. just to add to what Guttz was saying before, right now we have a black man as commissioner. Commissioner?
No,
Chief.
chief of police.
Chief of police. He's going to step down. They're going to appoint another person of a different race. It's probably not going to be another black person because they're probably not going to apply for it, knowing with all the corruption that's going on right now, too. On top of that, nobody knows what's happening, blah, blah, blah. What do we do? They all took this knee, all of this stuff, A, B, C, D. But then when the next chief comes and they fake clean up what's happening, Saunders is going to look like he's the one that did all of the bad, and that's what's not fair. And stepping down from it, I respect him for stepping down, but I feel like he's being forced out. I don't feel like this is something that he actually wanted to do. Like, he took a knee to prove a point. I don't think he took a knee to be like, I'm done.
Let me ask y'all a quick question.
Hold on, Friday. Before you ask your question, Herc was going to say something. So sorry.
Sure.
And you know the thing is, with the Saunders guy there, I honestly think that before he became chief of police, remember there was another black cop, light skin. He's like chief. He's like an inspector, top inspector. His name was being floated around to become the chief, and then all of a sudden, bam,
Saunders.
That guy. Yeah.
He came with Saunders. They had a couple of people. Even I'm pretty sure there's even a female officer being floated around, right? Oh. And right now in the Peel region, they have an Indian chief.
That might be the next one for Toronto.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Man, right? The Peel region guy is Indian, right? And the man said, yo, I've always wanted to be a police my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he came here from wherever his natural homeland is, in wherever, like whatever land he's from, India, somewhere, whatever. He made it to the east, yeah. And he came here and boom. Now he's the chief of Durham Police.
Yeah.
Right? So, or Peel region, whichever it is, but they have an Indian chief out there, right?
So let me ask y'all,
not
because
native
he was saying
Indian, not native Indian.
Yeah.
On that news thing, on his announcement and stuff like that, he's like, he's stepping down July 31st, but he has one more thing that he has to do, and hopefully that goes through, and then, you know, he'll be happy leaving his job. What do you think that one last thing he's trying to do?
Honestly, the ratchet in me is saying he gonna blow up the police station. But that's not it, you know what I mean? Guys, don't quote me because that's not what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But like, that's the
What actually is?
What is that?
Sound
That's
effect.
the police station.
Oh, okay.
Sound
Man, I think that yeah, like he's gone. I think maybe they were planning to get rid of him from time, and they just wanted an excuse, or maybe he's, like I said, it's time to go by himself. He just maybe thought, you know what, enough's enough. And the last thing I want to do before I get out of here is I want to deal with these last high profile cases that are under my belt. I don't want to.
But what one?
No,
That's
well, there's more
like,
than one. That's why Rick said
I said
plural.
I said cases Friday. I didn't say one. I said high profile cases.
Yeah, he said cases.
Because he said he has one more thing he wants to do.
Yeah, he said, yeah, and that's probably to finish those, like to go out with a bang, you know, get his recruit. Because I bet you right now, there's probably a private security job somewhere for him. Private sector job.
Bro, retire and go sit down.
I think
no,
sit down.
You didn't see what Doug Ford? You didn't see what Doug Ford said? Oh, I was talking with his wife. I give him 30 days before he's out of the house, you know. Because like my dad, when he was done with politics, you know, he tried to come in and tell my mom how to run the household. That only lasted for about a week. And then he was out back on the work shift, right? So that's basically the same gist that Doug Ford saying. Like, yeah, you go home for maybe 60 days and try and put your foot down, but your wife's going to look at you and say, yo, Mayu, step off. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? You're going to argue with your wife? No, he's not going to argue with his wife. He's going to go
Yo,
outside and find
Gucci,
a private,
what you think, fam?
Gucci don't
I feel like
What's his last thing that he's gonna do?
Well, yeah.
I feel like you always have that one hater. I feel like it's more inside the circle of like the police, you know, environment. So I feel like I think there's one crooked cop that's doing stuff. Either like stealing money.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They're eating, you know, when they rape cases and you know they take too much. I feel like he's trying to take down one of these crooked cops. That's probably racist too as well. Maybe I think that
Internal.
That's an angle. That's the angle.
That's a good one. I like that angle.
Because that's
I
what I
like
was
that one. That's juicy.
I like that one.
Big
was thinking
scandal
something
within the
to
police
that.
station.
That needs to be
Yo,
the thumbnail and like the caption.
And I bet you-
Gucci on Saunders.
I'll
Yeah,
say-
because there's
I'll
always like
say-
a hater that's trying to push you out your job, and low
Yeah.
that one, it's always that one close.
I'm gonna
I
call
feel
it
like-
right now. Chief Union, the police union boss, McCormick. What's his name? McCormick. Something McCormick. He's the union boss for the police. The man came on TV when the people were saying, "Yo, the police pushed the girl off the balcony." R.I.P. to Regis, whatever what her name was. But
Yes.
the man was like, "Yo, these egregious things," and then we have counselors and people that are running with these egregious comments, and they don't know if the facts are true and this and that. So I could see like what Guttzy says. Him, Mark Saunders, and the union, police union, chief union, whatever his name is, the McCormick guy, button heads. You understand what I'm saying? And that my guy McCormick's like, yo, I'll just tell my officers not to work for you, not to respond. I'm controlling the union. You might be the chief of the police, but you're what? I'm the union boss.
Yeah, I pay the checks.
Right?
Straight.
Yeah,
I got your union rep in my back pocket, bro. So don't worry about it. You're good.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
bullshit.
think you might be
going
onto
on.
something, Gucci. You might be
Yeah.
onto something, definitely.
Gucci,
There's a lot
listen,
of
that
fun.
was like the best.
That was
like
the-
that was actually like,
That was hot take Gucci.
yeah, man, that was good.
Nah, but there's
Guts,
a lot of
what you
bullshit
got?
going on.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of bullshit going on
Ambiance.
behind closed doors that we don't see. That he probably, it's like, yeah,
Oh,
yo,
of course,
Fed
for
up.
sure.
that,
I wonder if he's ever got hard ER on them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Uh-huh.
But he maybe not to his face, but when they didn't think that he can hear it.
No.
He's walking away.
I'm not saying them calling him the hard ER. I'm saying did he go hard ER on them? Just lose his shit one day. You know what I'm saying? Like this bullshit, and just
Because-
just started tearing them and went hard ER. Like, oh man,
You know what?
you're
to
acting like
bring
a
back-
real hard ER right now, Mark.
To
Oh,
bring
you
it
mean
back
the
to
other
that,
guy to him? Yeah.
Yes, like
the thing
him
and the
towards
thing
the
about
other people in the union.
it's-
Sorry, Sav.
that's okay. It's what Herc is saying. If you actually look up the meaning of that word in the dictionary, it means ignorance. B. So
Yeah.
it's like when you think about it, you can literally see him being super ignorant to his peers, and maybe that's why they don't rock with him, type of thing. But
Mm.
I still feel what Gucci's saying. But I feel you.
You have
know
to
what I mean?
remember, even at the H and IC, you know.
Yeah. Gutsy, what you got on that? I feel like you got a hot take sitting in the pocket.
Nah, honestly, I was same thing kind of with Gucci, but a little bit more the code. I think he was gonna go in with maybe talking about the code and talking to maybe some of the officers about the code, and it needs to change, bro. It can't be this whole thing where it's just like, maybe they can start the change of whatever, of this whole code. The code needs to end. That whole blue code, we don't see
That's
each other
silence.
these
That's
things.
silence.
Blue wall of silence. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
police
yeah, yeah.
code, I think he was gonna go in and talk about it or do something that would, like, I don't know, change it, hopefully. But I don't care about my take. Gucci's take was way better too.
Yeah, we also have
Facts.
to remember.
I was like, I don't even
Why
care what
them
I
don't
said.
like
Forget
rats,
it.
eh? The police will compel you to rat on your brethren, and then as soon as you do it, they hate you for life. Oh, that guy's he's a goof. He ratted
Oh,
on
of
his
course,
boys.
they don't like rats either.
They hate
don't.
rats. So
They
even
don't like rats either.
in their circle, even worse. Yo, a cop can't talk on our next police. And every TV show you ever watch about police relations and there's police, they
They be
can't
putting
rat on
rats in
each
their
other, right?
drawers and stuff. They put rats on their desks.
Yo, listen to me.
Yeah.
They get
They do the most messed up
they
things.
get worse. If they could clap the man in the police station, they would clap the man in the police station in front of all the peers. You understand what I'm saying? But
Can get dirty.
Sorry, we
You know,
didn't do this
I
list.
think
Oh yes, sorry, I forgot about your point.
that even though Gucci's take is a good hot take, and that's very possible, I feel that he has like a major bust that's gonna kick a hole in the game, and he's been working on it for like a few years. Because the thing is with the whole, racism angle, that's a good angle, but it's very new. And I feel like what he might be working on, he might have been working on for a minute, even though he could have been working on that too.
But this
But-
is it. And not to cut
You know
you
what I'm saying?
further, but just to not take away from the racism thing, we deal with racism a little bit more than they do in the States. The difference with the States is, like in Quebec, that people do not like you based on color, based on language, based on nationality, based on sex. You know.
Yeah.
Here, it's all done on the quiet, but you know that it's worse, and that's the problem. And I feel like that, to talk to Gucci's point, it's just going to get exposed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or
That's
he's
why
gonna
I'm like,
figure out
we've
some
been-
big international
new.
gun ring.
That
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
That too. You could be. That's why I'm saying, like, but
He might be
the
able to
racism
plug the
thing-
border or something like that.
Well, look at
Maybe.
how many busts he's had, big raids since he's been the chief of police. Like, yo, every summer there's a project, beginning, end. There's always a project.
But he needs a bigger one.
That's what I'm
that
trying to
like
show
trumps
you.
all of those.
Well, we don't know about the situation. I don't like talking about it, but you know, RIP to Shorty that got thrown off the balcony or whatever happened with the balcony situation.
Regis.
Regis Koczynski packet.
Maybe he knows something big on that. You know,
Regis.
maybe he knows something big on that could just turn up everything. Who knows?
Who knows?
No, because
Well,
he's
yeah.
like, yo, he's balling for transparency. He's balling for transparency in the transparency. Yeah.
Transparency.
Transparency
Yeah.
in the flipping SIU investigations. He's out there balling. He wants to, fast. He's calling for body cameras. He's calling for shit that they don't really want.
Exactly.
You
That's
understand?
why.
They don't really want. It's like even what Gus is saying, the culture shift. You
Mm.
know, like he's probably had a meeting telling these guys, yo, you know what? I expect you guys to not let the bullshit slide with your partners. Police each other. Don't let your partner get away with bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? You guys need to police
Yeah.
each other. Also police the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think maybe like you was saying, the code shift. Because remember, these are generational families of people that are police,
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, some people are the odd ones, have no family, no nothing. They're in high school, they were bullied. So you know what? Yeah, I want to be police, right? So they can get some authority. And then there's others that their grandfather, their great grandfather, their uncle, their dad's, all of their uncles, their dad are all police
Yeah.
or they're military in some way, shape, or form. So what's the logical thing? Boom, fall in line, like the Fords. Look at Councilman Ford, the little young Ford now. He's into politics. You understand? I won't be surprised.
Did he do some racist the other day? Some
No, man just got found with COVID.
Yeah, you got COVID.
Oh, that's
He
what
got
it
the
was.
vid. He got the vid, and now
Yeah, yeah,
he's self-isolating.
Poor
And
thing.
yeah, a couple of other guys have the vid too, but now they're healed
Sorry to
all
hear
of a
that.
sudden.
Freddie,
They
can we
came
get to
back
this
not
list?
positive. But yeah, let's get to that list because we sit here and talk about this.
I was like, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, it's 9:15 already. Anyways, 20
Yeah.
hours.
At least we got it out the way.